This is Katy.
And this is Patience.
And we're
Gummy Buddies. Webster.
Ooh.
By the way, apparently this...
We didn't clink. Hold on, we're gonna clink really quick. I totally forgot. It's been really rough. It's like, it's midnight almost. It's almost midnight. Like, things have been taking forever. We're gonna clink. Totally forgot about clinking.
We suck.
Clink. Rough. Sorry. Can I ask you my question while we're eating?
Mm-hmm.
Your
eyes.
I literally have the chills because it's so gross.
I don't think the flavor's that bad. You're shaking. Just eat your gummy. What was your question?
Oh my god, I can't.
Don't focus on the flavor. Focus on your question.
When was Harvard built?
When was it founded? We'll have to do a previously on that. I don't know.
What's the difference between founded and built?
Well, because something can be founded in a different location or as, like, a group without a physical location.
What?
We can found Gummy Buddies, but we won't build the studio until we win the lottery. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
but
can...
how do you how do you do that with a college? I don't understand.
Rich people get together and decide this building is where we're going to teach kids.
But until that
You're
building...
just saying, how do you start a school in general?
But, like, how do you say they founded Harvard when it's a place?
Well, Harvard is what they named this building that ended up being the college. Like, what do you mean? I'm so confused by your question.
Okay. Okay. Founded in the 1700s.
Somewhere in there, I think.
It means... Hold on. It means... Oh, dude, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm really confused.
The Medical College of Harvard, it showed pictures. It was actually just one, like... It wasn't even that big of a building to start with. Yeah.
I want to know the year it was founded, built, whatever.
If I were to guess, I would say sometime in the 1700s, mid to early. I know Oxford goes, and like Cambridge goes back way before that, but that's England. They have way more history. Okay. All right. Are you recovered from the clink?
I have really bad goosebumps. Like, my legs are even, like, goosebumped. It was gross. My stomach hurts.
Oh my gosh, my hip feels like it really needs a pop. Okay, so these elite people, right? Okay. Professors, doctors, whatever. Apparently they went by the name of the Boston Brahmin, which is some weird nickname derived from the Indian caste system. Basically, it's a remnant of the class system from their past that, like, these rich people wore as a badge of honor, and they called themselves the Boston Brahmin. I don't know. It sounds weird to me. Pretentious, but that's just me. So let me show you a picture of the professor.
It sounds like ramen.
I agree.
Ramen?
Okay, so this is Professor John White Webster. This is a sketch of what he looked like when all this went down.
He has a butt chin.
I don't see a cleft in the drawing. But you're also not wearing your glasses, and you're blind. Anyway, so John had fallen on hard times. He lost his fancy mansion, and he had to move into an almost normal people house. It was really trying for him, the poor guy.
I'm going to hit you with another question.
Yeah.
Do you think mansions back then are like how a mansion we think of now? Like, is a mansion to them like a 3-bedroom
like
house?
Like our house?
Yeah. Like, do you think that's a mansion to somebody?
To somebody, yes, but I don't think it would have classified as like an elite.
In the 1700s, what
was considered a mansion?
It's considered a mansion.
I think mansions are smaller than manors. Like, a manor has like a bunch of property, and it's a large housing area.
I thought a manor was... The only way to classify it as a manor was because there were people on the property to help take care of it.
Like, tenants?
Yeah.
Could be. I know a manor is definitely more like... It usually has like a name behind it and everything.
Oh.
Like Downton Abbey.
Interesting.
Okay. Good question, though. So, he had, like, a big old mansion, but then he had to downgrade to, like, still a really nice house for back in the day, but poor guy. So, he went to Dr. Parkman, and he asked if he could borrow some money so he could keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. Like the nice guy he is, Dr. Parkman agrees. This was the beginning of the end for Dr. Parkman. Turns out, Professor John White Webster wasn't making nearly enough.
Did he find the Webster dictionary?
No, I do not believe so.
Oh.
I didn't say anything about that. Sorry. Although, it's called Oxford Webster, so Oxford, full circle.
What? Since when? Obviously since Oxford.
Or maybe I'm on crack. I thought it was...
I didn't know that. I mean,
We're going to have too many previous company buddies at this point. I don't know.
I'm not a librarian. I didn't know it was called an Oxford.
I might be shaming librarians everywhere.
I thought there was Oxford Dictionary and a Webster, not a Mediterranean. A
Meridian Webster. It does say Meridian Webster, but I thought maybe I'm just thinking of Oxford Cambridge. I don't know.
I'm asking good questions.
They're great. Why are you like...
I actually feel like they're really good questions because I feel really dumb because we're talking about more like England-based things, and I'm like...
Sure. Yeah. Oxford and Cambridge are English-based for sure. I don't know about Merriam-Webster.
Because these people would have like freshly been...
I thought there was also an Oxford Webster. I don't know. Maybe it's just Oxford, Cambridge Dictionary, and Merriam-Webster. Whatever.
What? Didn't these people like most recently come over? We're in the 1700s. Didn't they like recently start building colonies then?
Yeah, this is New England like when it's...
These are... I got it.
All right.
Hello, mate. Nope, that's not Australian.
So, the professor wasn't making nearly enough money, and he was indebted to numerous friends of his. So, when George realizes he isn't getting the money back without a fight, he goes one day on November 22nd in 1849. Do you need to sneeze?
No, I just yawned and I needed a drink of my lunch.
Okay. He goes on November 22nd, 1849, and he has the cashier working there at Harvard, who's selling the lecture tickets and has all the money, give him all of John's earnings as part of getting his money back. He's like, hey, I want his ticket money he owes me. And he goes and takes it. The next day, Dr. Parkman does his usual rounds collecting his rent and everything, so nothing out of the ordinary there. But apparently Professor Webster stopped by Dr. Parkman's house, and he says, let's work out this money thing. I'm going to pay you back. Come meet me at the college. We'll sit down. We'll have a meeting. We'll figure out some arrangements. Okay. At 1:45 p.m. that day, Dr. Parkman was seen going into the college and mysteriously disappeared, never to be seen again. He was seen entering the college on North Grove Street, wearing a dark frock coat, dark trousers, a purple satin vest, and a stovepipe hat.
How many people do you think like have mysterious deaths? Like
In
famous
general?
places like we just don't know about. Like Harvard.
At famous places?
Like,
Yeah.
How many people do you think like mysteriously died there and like nobody knows?
I don't know how many people died at Harvard, but that's a good question because like Harvard, it makes me think of when I was talking about the Edgar Allan Poe story with the murder of the professor at the college for, what was it? The University of, not Connecticut. The one that was founded by Thomas Jefferson that was like a wild college where all the kids were like going crazy. Yeah. Anyhow.
No, we have to figure it out. I can't. It's gonna bother me.
It wasn't Connecticut.
Oh my gosh. I'm shaking my camera a lot. Not Yale.
No. It wasn't.
Not Cambridge.
It wasn't. No. It was like University of, and it had like a...
Dang it. I'm so mad we can't think of it right now.
We already talked about it technically, so it's not even a previously. We just are idiots and can't remember.
It's true.
But anyways, colleges were crazy back in the day. I am curious how many... Nowadays, college murders and deaths are just all like rapes, and that's sad. Not that it was...
What if this is
good.
the Illuminati?
What?
What if the Illuminati was like before, like in early times, and like that's why mysterious things happen? Okay, continue. I'm thinking about
you're thinking about elite rich people.
Illuminati. So, I'm writing it down.
And Benjamin Franklin's associated with the Freemasons and all that, so I guess. Now it's time for us to watch National Treasure.
Who the heck is the Freemasons? Freemasons. Nope. I don't know.
That's a whole episode, girl.
Nope.
Okay, So I'm going to state here, the reason this case stands out for people and it's so widely remembered is not only because it involves these rich guys, the Illuminati, but it was one of the first ever murder cases where forensic evidence was used. We'll get into that. Okay. So Dr. Parkman's family reports him as missing. And right away, they start a fund saying that anyone with information should come forward and collect a big reward. And boy, oh boy, did a man named, I'm going to say his first name, and I don't know if this is pronounced right. It's spelled Ephraim. I think it's Ephraim.
Ephraim.
I wanted to say Ephraim, but it's got an A-I-M. I don't know. Littlefield. He came out of the woodwork in a big way. So this is what Ephraim looks like. Very nice, upstanding gentleman. Everyone looks like Abe Lincoln to me. Every time I see a picture.
He has a really defined, nose.
Yes, he definitely does in that picture. I can relate. So Littlefield, he was a janitor who had worked at Harvard for years. He helped set up specimens, start the fires in the labs, and do some general cleaning and maintenance. Not start fires like, we're going to burn the place down, but fires to heat the labs and function the equipment. Apparently, Professor Webster had rarely even spoken with Littlefield all the way up until right when this was all happening. 4 days before the doctor's disappearance, Professor Webster had asked the janitor a bunch of questions about how the dissecting vault was set up. And when the cops were poking around and asking questions, Webster cornered Littlefield and he asked him some questions of his own. He was like, well, where did you see Dr. Parkman? And, what was he doing? Where was he at? What time was it? And he told Littlefield that Parkman, he's like, well, he was only here. You saw him because he was just here meeting me about resolving this debt. He was here just for that, and then he left. So apparently, that conversation that they had was the longest conversation the two men had ever had in their years of working together. Magically, the professor decides to get all buddy-buddy with Littlefield, and he's like, oh, here you go. Goes and gets him a Thanksgiving turkey for him to bring home to his family, is all nice to him. All of a sudden, now mind you, everyone was saying that this guy was pretty friendly. They would tease him about, his pyromaniac tendencies, because he, wanted to do fireworks for the dean's inauguration or something, and, I don't know. He didn't have a bad reputation. However, the fact that he didn't really, he was a rich guy, so I can see him not consorting with the help as much. But all of a sudden he's, So Littlefield, needless to say, yes.
I just keep writing things down that keep popping in my head. And there are a lot of thoughts. I don't know what's going on. I wrote 1700s cops. What did they look like? Did they have,
you never did find out what
hats?
the Pinkertons were. Pinkertons were bowler caps.
Okay. My other one was, when did fireworks become a light?
Oh my gosh, those were invented for.
When did they become a thing? And then I don't know where they came from.
They were in Mulan, so they're really old.
Were you?
I'm just saying they must be really old if they were Mulan. Because Disney's going to get that at least right, maybe. Littlefield gets very, very suspicious.
Okay.
November 28th. The manhunt is still on, and Littlefield watches the professor like a hawk, all right? He looks under the door, and he can only see up to, the professor's knees. But what he does see is he sees him going back and forth from the furnace to the fuel closet, going in 8 separate trips, with more and more and more kindling, all right? Littlefield goes to the opposite wall of the furnace, behind on the other side of the building, and he can feel that it's way hotter than it ever normally is, to the point where it burns his hand when he touches the wall. It's that hot. So he's got this thing cooking. The next day is Thanksgiving, and Littlefield says, oh no, we're not having this family dinner. We're not sitting around. We're catching this guy. We're going to collect that reward. He goes back to the college, and he knew the police had already searched the building and not found anything, but he's got some he's been watching. So he goes and he borrows a bunch of tools, and he has his wife stand guard at the end of the area he's in. And he goes and he spends all day and evening, chiseling away into the wall behind the furnace. So there's numerous references to it being below or behind the quote-unquote privy of Professor Webster's private lab, which a privy is usually a toilet. However, he talks about the furnace and going behind where, like, the furnace was hot. So I don't know how far the furnace was away from the bathroom. I don't know if the waste all went to the same area, but he digs behind this wall. Okay. There are different references to it, and I was having a hard time physically understanding where he dug into, but he dug. The night flies by, and Littlefield has to leave after all his hard work, and he goes to some kind of dance that night. Comes back the next day, and is right back at it, and he keeps hacking and chiseling away at this wall. And as he's hacking, he's opening up pieces and bits of it to the point where little pinholes are in the wall, and wind starts blowing through. Really strong wind.
Okay.
So he's coming into an opening.
I'm going to be honest. I'm just a little confused.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I don't understand how it looks like that. So, like, I'm going to describe it in my own way.
Okay.
There's a furnace.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I don't know what a furnace looks like. Maybe we start there. I don't know if I know what a furnace looks like.
Okay, picture like a wood-burning stove, kind of.
Okay.
Or even just picture a fireplace. Picture, you know the chute in my basement that the ashes can lead down into?
Yes.
Picture digging down into that chute to see where those ashes are falling. Like that.
But, like, through a wall.
Yeah. So he's, like, on the other side of it.
From the outside.
He's, like, trying to dig beneath this stuff.
But what was the wall made of?
I think it was made from brick because it describes, like, pieces of it coming apart. So I think it was a brick wall. And the fact that he had to use a chisel and all these tools to dig through. Basically, just picture it however you want in your mind. But the important thing is he had to physically remove pieces of the wall to dig and get to where he suspected this stuff is.
Okay.
Okay.
Why is he doing it?
What I picture, and I know this is probably totally inaccurate, but in the movie The Boy, you know how there's the old mansion and there's two walls, but there's like an area between the two walls? I picture him in that area in the opening between two walls, like digging down below where the masonry and stone of the foundation is.
Interesting. Okay.
That's just what I imagine. So he's hacking away. And these little holes come up, and all of a sudden, wind starts blowing out really bad at him. And it keeps on, like, wanting to blow out his lantern, and he can barely see down where he is. And then all of a sudden, he starts to smell something. And the smell starts to get stronger and stronger. And finally, he opens up, and he gets it decently wide open, and he spies a human pelvis. He also saw a dismembered thigh and the lower part of a leg. And I know what this guy was thinking when he saw it. Jackpot! Because now you can collect your reward for finding this guy that's been missing. So, like, I imagine he's probably never been so happy to see a corpse in his life.
How much was the reward?
I can't remember. I think it said it was like over $100,000 in today's money. Something. It was a lot of money. Enough. Basically, he won the lottery because it was enough that he ended up retiring and quitting his job and living comfortably for the rest of his life.
That must be nice.
I know. Let's just go find dead people. How hard can that be? We'll just make a dead person and then we'll be like, oh no. And then.
Okay. I bet that's happened.
Actually, that's what people accused him of doing. They accused him of murdering and collecting the money. Yeah. Littlefield leaves. He finds these body parts and stuff. He leaves, and he gets a different professor that lives nearby, and both of them, they go get the police and the authorities, and they come in, and
I want to know the conversation that he gets when he goes to the other professor, and he's like, you gotta come with me. I found this body. I chiseled away through the wall. Like, I wonder what that conversation was like, to get another professor to follow you there to be like, oh, there's a dead body down here. I know it's blah, blah, blah. Like, to make someone believe that, I feel like back then was probably, like, really hard. You know what I mean?
I mean, well, they were all looking for him, so I feel like it wouldn't have been hard to...
Oh.
Especially since he got the other professor to be a witness. But, they go, and they even get, like... The police get other Harvard professors involved. Like, there's one of anatomy that helped, like, consult with them for the whole case and everything. I can't remember his name, but between the furnace itself and the trash chute below, and the whole area underneath the lab, they were able to slowly piece back together again Dr. George Parkman.
Wait, hold on. Like, put him back together? Like,
Mm-hmm.
all
like
his
they
body
physically,
parts?
they found, there were parts of him that were still missing, but they did find between, like, the furnace and in all these different areas in the lab, they did find bits and pieces of him and physically, like, pieced him back together to try and measure, like, to see if he was the right height for Dr. Parkman. We'll get into that a little more when we talk about the case itself. But yes. Webster he had agreed to be brought into the police station. He wasn't arrested immediately, but they started questioning him, and as more and more evidence came out, they did arrest him officially.
Wow.
Get down, you stupid
We have
evil
another
cat.
Scout, go. You're huge. You're actually huge.
He's 17 pounds.
Oh
He sat on the scale and turned it on the other day, so I know.
Scout.
I have to move it. I had to move his pudge butt to be able to read the scale. Go. Go. Okay. The trial was long and drawn out. It was back and forth and back and forth. No one wanted to be this guy's lawyer. They're like, nope. There were a couple people he tried to, and they're like, nope, not doing it. So finally, they gathered together a small list of people that were willing to do it, and he picked from them, but Webster kept trying to defend himself. Like, he wrote out his whole defense and was just wanting to stick to that. Like, he knew better than everybody else. And he ended up having his main lawyer be the guy who usually just helped him with his financial issues, who had never done a criminal case ever. So his main lawyer had no... And then he had a secondary lawyer who would have been better being the primary, who had more experience and was like actually another Harvard lawyer, but he didn't really utilize him. So that was the whole thing.
Do you think... dude, my brain's just racing so much. I wrote, what was, like, in the 1700s, was law easier to study or was it harder?
I would think it would be easier back in the day because, yeah, you don't have the modern tools for note-taking and stuff. Like, you don't have the internet, but that makes it so that there's a very limited, like, amount of information you need to memorize.
Were there a lot of lawyers? Was it like because it makes me wonder, like, because, dude, I think my brain's having a really hard, like, time concepting the idea of things being discovered because this is such a new, like, age for, like, more...
I think
like
lawyers have existed for, like, as long as the country existed, though, because they existed back in England, too. They were... In England, they call them, they're solicitors.
What?
And then,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, I can't think of the other word they use for lawyer.
Patience wants an episode. Origin stories. I think it'd be really interesting to, like, hear where, like, certain things come from.
You mean, like, of lawyers or whatever?
Just, like, of anything.
Okay.
It's just fascinating. Like, I didn't know that.
Okay.
It's very interesting to me to see how things become what they are now.
Got you. Well...
Who invented lotion? Who just thought, hey, let's take this and start rubbing it on our body? You know what I'm saying? Do you see?
I think they thought of that a very long time ago. So, Webster... Apparently he was acting crazy, and it said that he got a hold of strychnine at some point, like after the murder happened. And I don't know, I think he tried to possibly kill himself with this. It's a chemical that he poisoned himself with. But he didn't kill himself. It just made him, like, go kind of mad. They found, during this elaborate search, once they found these body parts, they found anonymous letters that were written... Experts claimed they were written in Webster's handwriting, but they were never turned into the police. But they found letters that were trying to, like, pinpoint away from Webster. Like, oh, I'm going on this trip. Or, oh, I have beef with this guy. Like, just red herrings that Webster was trying to write, and he was going to turn them in to throw the scent off his trail.
What was he a professor of?
I can't remember his exact thing, but he wrote a book in mineralogy that was apparently pretty decent. He was a scientist of some caliber, but I believe it was specifically mineralogy that was his big thing. Because when he had that meeting, one of the reasons that Parkman was ticked off is because Webster was trying to use his, because he had a collection of rare minerals and stuff that was worth money, and he tried to use that as collateral and to, help pay back part of his debt. But it was actually something he had already used as collateral for a different debt. And so it's kind of like the whole H.H. Holmes thing, how you selling mortgaged goods. He was sitting there trying to, use something that he didn't even have a right to use anymore.
Sorry.
So that tripped Parkman's trigger.
Interesting.
They found some of Professor Webster's bloody clothing. So
and, at his place, or
hidden in his lab. They found, let's see, what else did they find? I'm trying to remember. That was pretty much all the evidence they found. Okay. So this trial, the whole time, judge is totally biased against Webster. Before the jury even goes in, he makes some comments about yeah, you guys need to do this and this and this, totally biased against Webster. Tens of thousands of people came to witness this trial because it was it was the elite, murder at Harvard, what's going on. They even sold tickets to be there at this trial. Mm-hmm.
What are they doing? Just standing outside the courthouse?
I think it said that different groups of people could go in at different times.
Oh.
But the thing is, what's so controversial about it is the evidence was actually entirely circumstantial. It was forensic, but it was totally circumstantial. There was no this is for sure him, this is a fact. Because you're back in the day where you don't have DNA. So you can't say, oh, this is Dr. Parkman's blood on Webster's clothes. You can't say, oh, this is his fingerprint. They have to completely go off of just what you see with the naked eye. The body couldn't even be confirmed for sure to be Dr. Parkman. That's why they had to piece it together and measure it to see if it was approximately Dr. Parkman's height, because they were trying to prove this is him. Because we're talking about a murder that happened in a scientific research facility where they already were dissecting people. They were already disposing of body parts. So we have the defense saying, who's to even say this is Dr. Parkman? You're in a university. There's jawbones, there's kidneys, there's livers, there's all these parts you found all the time. So the defense is saying, just because you found that doesn't mean you can't prove that it's him. Now, the dentist, of Dr. Parkman comes in and he testifies and he goes, okay, so here's the deal. I know this is my patient because I recognize the dental work and I recognize these false teeth or caps or whatever that I put in. And he was in the middle of testifying and all of a sudden they had to adjourn because his fire alarm went off and he had to leave in the middle of the trial. And he comes back, and by the time he comes back, this dentist is just he is in tears. And he comes back with the mold from his lab from when he had done the dental work on Dr. Parkman. And he was and he took the jawbone and he fit it right into the plaster mold that Dr. Parkman had taken in order to get his dental work done. And he said, look, this is him, guys. And he fit the teeth right into the plastic mold. And this is one of the first times they'd ever really used good, decent dental evidence in a trial.
I have goosebumps.
I know, right? Here's where it gets hinky, though.
Hinky?
Hinky.
It gets murky.
Hinky's the right word for that.
Hinky? Hinky.
It's the right word for that.
Sounds kinky.
I wish it got kinky. So the defense, on the flip side of it, they bring in numerous dentists that take other false teeth and are like, boom, look, these fit too. This doesn't have to be this guy. Guess what? That's not that great of evidence. So right away, we're having the battle of the dentists where some dentists say, no, they got 3 or 4 dentists to say, no, I can recognize my own work. I know that I did that. And then there's other dentists at the schools or, in the community saying, oh no, technically this could be anybody. So it's the battle of the professionals, Family Feud style at Harvard, okay? The jury was brought to the scene of the crime to
What?
revisit all of these. They were physically brought to the lab to see where this is all had taken down, where the hole in the wall was, where the parts were discovered. Which, by the way, they had to get a special guy with a long arm to reach in there to get behind the wall to get the evidence because they couldn't. Yeah. Anyways, that is neither here nor there. But then you got all these elite Brahmin, these rich people, right? And they're all defending this guy's character like he couldn't possibly, he's never done anything like this. So you got the elite people saying he's innocent and that it's that custodian guy. Or they're saying, well, what about Dr. Parkman walks on the street all the time? He's out there collecting rents with giant wads of cash. Anybody could have jumped him and framed Dr. Parkman because they knew he had the debt. So there was genuinely reasonable doubt. Like, there was no...
so messy.
Yeah. It's
like, to think about how many people, like, were involved and, like, just to think about, like, the arguing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I bet it wasn't tame. Like, I feel like there was no way
it had
it
to
was
have been
tame.
very heated. And the defense, like, they just kept on reiterating, look, here's what you're trying to...
If this was, like, the one time I ever wanted to get called for jury duty, I would be like, get me in
I
on
know.
this.
Oh, but think how sad it would be, too. Like, emotionally, I would be too empathetic. Like, with Dr. Parkman's family and stuff.
Yeah.
Especially if he was a nice guy out there lending money and this happened to him because of it. Like, ugh.
Wow.
Yeah. So the defense kept on, they're basically saying, look, you're not only accusing my guy, by the way, they didn't accuse him of, like, manslaughter. They accused him of premeditated cold-blooded murder. So it was the harshest crime you could convict him of. So the defense is saying, not only do you not have direct evidence that this is even Dr. Parkman, what?
Is premeditated murder
It's
like
a higher,
the worst one?
yeah,
What is
it's
the
a higher
worst?
first-degree murder. Like, it's with forethought and malice.
First-degree murder.
Yeah. I don't
Is-
think it was called, I don't know when
What?
first-degree murder was established.
So basically, that's where you plan it.
Premeditated,
And
you
it's
plan it
brutal.
out, you're covering it up, you know exactly what you're doing it purposely trying to cause harm. Yeah.
But it's...
Okay. With forethought. Like, I'm going to go,
So
and
then
I'm
what the
going to
heck
plan
is
this.
second-degree murder?
Second-degree murder usually
it
is
sounds
like,
burns.
I believe second-degree murder is like, in the heat of the moment, I'm mad and I grab a knife and I stab you. Yeah. Kapow
Oh my
style.
god.
I'm feeling
funny.
snacky. No.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's different, and then I don't know if a third-degree murder is accidental or if that's the same thing as manslaughter, where it's like I hit somebody with my car, I accidentally gave them the wrong drug in the hospital, like something like that. Huh. Normal people tap their chin when they think, but you're like, my canine will do it.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm all about the laws tonight. I want to
No.
know more about that.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be mad at me, but I want that to be a previously on Gummy Buddies.
That's
I'm
okay.
really
We can just
curious.
skim over the classes of it.
Because that's really interesting. I didn't know that.
Yes. So that was a big deal because
Wow.
that affected the punishment. It could be a capital crime to be hung for, or it could be, oh, he's just in jail for the rest of his life. So the
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's such a, like, drastic.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's life or
the
death.
defense is like, this isn't fair. You have no way
What?
of proving he for sure planned this out and was doing it out of, like, even if you say he killed him, you're trying to say he planned it out. Where's the proof? And the defense is saying, I mean, to their credit, at the end, Webster ended up, they did not want him to testify, but of course Webster wanted to testify. So he read his whole thing himself and was like, I didn't do it. I want whoever wrote these letters to come forward. I didn't write those letters. And he was trying so hard to defend
you know
himself.
what? That makes me think of, like, what was his lawyer doing? His lawyer that only took care of his finances.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh, I'm sure he was done with the guy by the end of it. But I'm sure he was mad at the system because as much as he was angry at his client, imagine a system where they're like, nope, he's done. I don't care that the defense was like, look, you have not proven that he planned this, okay? You haven't proven that this is even Dr. Parkman. You haven't proven that my client is the person that did it, period. And you haven't even proven how he died. So when they pieced the body back together, they found a hole in his chest. But that could have been just from the body being dismembered.
okay, when they talk about his body, are we talking, like, like skin and everything, or are we talking
There
like
were parts that
bone?
had flesh. They found a... I haven't told you this part
Okay,
yet,
can we level check really quick?
Yeah, level check. I'm like a 2.
I'm definitely like a 4. Maybe, like, I'm getting up there because I'm like...
I think I'm just on
Katy?
hyper-focus mode because I'm excited about my murder. I'm
I'm
doing this again.
I'm in ISS already. So whatever level we put that at, I'm in ISS. I
Remind me
literally
to show
feel
you-
like I'm there. I'm like, okay.
See, when I picture this, there's a TV show called Fringe, and it's really good, and it's about like weird science, and they have this like secret lab at Harvard, and I picture the secret lab at Harvard. Yeah, I'll have to show it to you. Really good show. Really good show for it being like a sci-fi show. I think you would actually like it because it's got a cute actor in it too.
I do like my cute actors.
I know. Okay, what was I in the middle of just saying? The defense and all these, they haven't done any of this. But judge is like, okay, you guys know what to do, and the jury goes back to deliberate. All right, the jury is in there for less than 3 hours after all this really, really long trial, days and days and hours of back and forth and back and forth. Less than 3 hours to deliberate. Unanimous, boom. Guilty.
What?
Mm-hmm. Now, with all this controversy afterwards, the people, like the police and everybody were like, no, if you listen to all these professionals, everybody knows he's guilty. Like, there is no doubt. Like, there might be some naysayers, but almost everybody knows he's guilty, and the jury did the right thing. So that was that. Now, in May... Oh, hang on, I accidentally skipped a part. So, on April 1st, 1850, John White Webster was sentenced to be hanged for the murder of Dr. George Parkman. When he was sentenced, Professor Webster, they said that he grabbed his glasses in his face and he just like hung his head and he started like sob and like cry and wipe tears off. And then he like grabbed the railing in front of him and he like had a complete breakdown. And then he had to like gather himself before he could stand up to accept the verdict.
While
like,
he's
officially.
at the...
Yeah, like he was in jail, and when they read the verdict, he just absolutely had a breakdown. And like,
Is this a courtroom where he's like in a jail cell? Do you know what I'm talking about? Where they like...
Oh,
keep them in
I
a
think he
bird
was just
cage
seated in
almost?
front of like a wooden railing.
Oh,
but
okay.
I don't know. I mean, yeah. I don't think they actually did that except for like back in the Salem witch trial days or whatever. Even then they didn't.
The witch!
I know a spell to summon big booty Latinas. Save the witch.
Interesting. Wow.
So, the defense lawyers did try to appeal the death sentence in May. But this was promptly denied, and I will tell you why.
Promptly means like...
Right away.
Okay.
It was denied. The guy that was in charge of the appeal, there was actually a murder case, like, I don't know if it was the year before, but it was recently, okay, where some black sailor was accused of murdering another black sailor of some kind. Long story short, it was a similar case because all of the evidence was purely circumstantial. And this guy, I think he was like going to be a governor, he was trying to get into politics, he goes, whoa, I'm going to get eaten alive if I pardon this white rich guy and I sentenced this black guy to death that was on circumstantial evidence. So he was thinking, he's like, no, if I go back and I convict one guy, but not this elite guy, like I will be eaten alive. So I'm going to stick to my guns and the sentence stands. He is hanging. Yes.
Will you not judge me for this question? I'm not good at history.
Mm-hmm. When... Were you going to say when we're like slaves emancipated?
Yes. Wasn't that the whole point of the Civil War?
Lincoln times, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, well, it didn't like work for a while.
So when was Rosa Parks born?
She was...
Nope, Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, I was like, you're pulling a Jared.
Harriet Tubman. That was around this time then.
She was the Underground Railroad. Yeah, she was earlier, like a little before this time, I believe. I don't know what year she was born, but it was the 1800s, 1700s.
Okay, so it's about like he didn't want to be racist.
Basically, if he treated that case totally different than this case, for whatever reason, he'd be eaten alive. Okay? And he was trying to move up in the world of politics, so he didn't want that to happen.
Stupid politics.
I will murder you and use you as mittens. Go away.
We'll let Webster have you, Scout. You better watch it.
Okay, I'm almost done. So the next month after the lawyers tried to appeal this in May, in June, John Webster finally did write out his confession, and he confessed to the murder.
What?
Yes.
What? Oh my gosh. To be honest, I was like really rooting for him to like be innocent.
I know. That's crazy.
Because like imagine if he actually wasn't guilty.
I know. I mean, how bad would that have been? Because the guy like was genuinely dissolving on the stand. He had tons of people that were like, no, he would never do this. He's never done anything like this before. He's a nice guy.
Well, all of you eat your fucking words.
I know. So, and I'm going to take this quote directly off of Wikipedia because it quotes like him.
Oh, do they have his actual confessional?
I didn't see the full confession letter, but I didn't dig for it either because of my time crunch.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to look for it, you can, but this does reference some exact quotes. So John Webster, quote, admitted to killing Parkman in self-defense when the latter had become aggressive over the debt. He said that it was an unpremeditated rage, meaning it was last-minute rage, an act of passion and provocation, not a malicious murder. Like he just grabbed something real quick, okay? He said that Parkman was speaking and gesticulating in the most violent and menacing manner about the mineral cabinet being put up to cover another loan. And that in his fury, he, Webster, seized whatever thing was handiest. It was a stick of wood. And he dealt him an instantaneous blow with all the force that passion could give it. It was on the side of his head, and there was nothing to break the force of the blow. He fell instantly on the pavement. There was no second blow. He did not move. Meanwhile, for the trial, the cops and the forensics team, they were like, oh, well, we think he got hit really hard or stabbed, but then beaten to death after he was stabbed. So they thought he was like, had a stab wound and then got beaten up. They had no idea how he even died. And if this is true and he's confessing to it, it turns out it was just from boom, getting mollywopped on the head. Finally, Webster was taken to Boston's Leverett Street Jail on August 30th, 1850, and he was publicly hanged. He died within 4 minutes, and he was buried in the Copp's Hills burying ground. This last little bit, this is right off of Wikipedia. This last little bit was so sweet and sad. After the hanging, Parkman's widow, Parkman's the professor, or the doctor that was killed, right? Okay. His widow was the first contributor to a fund created for Webster's impoverished widow and daughters. So her husband was killed. She still got together money for the murderer's family because she knew that this woman and children were going to be without she knew what it was like to lose her husband. And even though her husband was murdered by that man, she helped to support his family.
Oh my gosh.
That's the end of my story. But that gave me chills when I read that. I was like, that is so kind. Like I would be really interested to do an episode or series on generosity, altruism after being treated like that. Because that's not the first time stuff like that's happened. Like there have been times where like the families of the victims and the perpetrator like both embrace and are like, we're both suffering. Like we're both losing people. And I love stories like that because it's like out of the horrible, still good can be found, you know?
Whoa.
I know. Like, I don't know if I had my loved one killed, I don't know that I could be like, here's some money for you. I feel bad for you. Like, that's nuts.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But I feel like that scenario is different because it's based off of like, back then, wasn't mostly the men that worked still?
Yeah.
So I think she wasn't just, I think it was just the act of like, since she did know what it was like, I think it would be different to how, I don't think that would happen nowadays because we all are working people.
Yeah, I don't think it would be funded the same way, but I have seen cases where there's like charities set up and things like that, altruistic acts, in different ways.
Really? Even in today's
like there's
time?
there's some that will go visit the murderer in jail and are like, hey, you were just a kid too. I know you made a mistake. Like there's stories like that. I've
really?
Yes. Oh, I gotta find some. I don't know.
That does not seem real.
It's true. It's true. Like there's one where someone's like daughter was murdered, and then the daughter's friend, like, she even was helping to sponsor them once they got out of jail. Like, there's times where people are truly remorseful and they know they did bad and they immediately admit it and go and like, it's my fault, it's my fault, it's my fault. Like, there's times where murderers communicate with the victims' families regularly after the murderers.
What?
Yeah. It happens more often than you think.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to, but at the same time, like, I just picture something really bad. Like, if something happened with one of my boys, okay, and one of their friends hurt them, I would be so livid and I would hate them, but they're kids. They're just little kids. So, like, I don't know. I might be that same way to be like, yeah, I'm not saying I'm that great, but I'd like to think I'm somewhat altruistic. Said that word like 4 times a night. I think it was 3 or 4.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that is the Parkman-Webster murder scandal of Harvard in the 1800s.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard that story.
I hadn't either.
Really?
Yeah, I hadn't heard it.
Because
But there's people that, like, back research it and stuff, too, still today. Like, it's a well-known...
I think it'd be really cool if they had, like, a court script.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's conspiracy theories that the guy was never actually hanged, that he lived for a while. And
I thought you were going to tell me that he wrote, like, this confessional just so he could have a lesser sentence because he knew that they already found him guilty. If he would have confessed to it, maybe it would have helped him with an appeal to get a lower sentence.
If he had before he was convicted, then he probably would have. If he had just confessed and said, I don't know what I was thinking. And if he had but the fact that he tried to cover it up, that he was falsely testifying on the stand about being innocent, like if he had just come clean and said, I don't know what I was thinking, he might have just been able to live life in jail or however many years. But he screwed himself over.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. I'm not entirely sure it wasn't premeditated, though, because if it's true that he went to Littlefield 4 days before he went missing, before the doctor went missing, and if he was asking about how the dissection vault was, like how that all was stored and set up and how it worked, I don't think that it wasn't necessarily not premeditated.
Right.
But I obviously don't have a way of proving it. My toxic belief is that if I were his lawyer, I think I could have gotten him off. Never had a day in law school, people.
I know we mentioned this like last time when we on last episode, but I talked about how for Christmas we do the judge game.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
excited. And Katy is so like it's so fun. I love it. And like I remember when we played last year, you were like so serious. Like it had to be dead silence when Katy like presented her case. Like she was so into it. I bet you could.
I think it was so much fun. I loved it. I can't wait to play again. Patience is getting us like a little judge gavel.
I am. Yeah, I just about popped a tip for everybody. I love it. This was a really good one.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it. For it being something that I didn't decide on.
It made me feel like my last episode where I was trying to get you to, like, be up for, like, a high and a low and a high and a low. Like, I was really like, no, he didn't do it. Oh, he did do it. Mm-hmm. No, he didn't. And then, like, it's, like, really making me, like, judge, is he guilty or not? I really like that because, I don't know, it makes you be a detective. Like, it's interesting to just try to put the pieces together and think if someone's guilty or not guilty. What if we reviewed? Oh my god, this would be actually really freaking cool. You know how we do our, like...
our, like, escape room boxes or murder boxes?
Murder mystery. Murder. Right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
We like it's like something files. Case files.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Jinx.
I think it'd be really fun if we took a real court script
and read out the trial
and did the evidence or read out the trial just to see if he was guilty or not guilty. I think it'd be really fascinating to see, like, an actual
Like, in our
case.
opinion, if we would agree with the jury. It'd be
Yeah.
cool to do that and then not know what the jury came up with and then see if you were a member of the jury. Oh, that'd be a good game we could make. Patient, nobody steal our idea. Copyright, TM. If we made a game where it's you be the jury and you have to decide if they're guilty or innocent, but then you don't reveal it until the very end on what the jury did decide. And it can be based on true crime cases. I believe that's not a copyright issue. Dude, that'd be fun. I would have so much fun with that. Oh, and even better if you write it script style where someone's the judge, someone's the defendant, and someone's the victim, like the prosecutor and the defendant.
Oh my gosh. Tell me that's not genius.
That'd be so much fun. It's
Can
like
I
the murder
ask?
mystery dinners, but like court style.
Was I onto something? Because I know I was talking about that. I was onto it, right? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Oh, to look at real cases and like...
I know it just didn't sound right when I was trying to describe it to you.
No,
but
it sounded fine.
We're on the same page. That's what I'm telling you. We're on the same page because that's exactly what I
But
thought.
it'd be fun
but
to
I
make
couldn't
like a
put it
full
into words.
game of it though. Like for other people to do.
I just think it would be really fun.
Wouldn't that be great if that was... We invented that and we didn't have to work again?
Copywriting now. You already said that a million times. It's our idea. We want to be millionaires first. Then we'll cherish other people. Then we can podcast all the time.
That'd be great. If we were millionaires, we would still podcast
Oh,
because
yeah.
this is so much fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so interesting.
So how do you think I did where I changed, and you're going to see an inside scoop on how we do our episodes. We normally write out our scripts word for word, but then like at the end, I switched to different bullet points that I wanted to make. Did you notice that I did that? Or like you noticed it, but it's okay because it felt conversational?
Okay, so I can tell I noticed because I normally don't write my episodes all the way because then I can't remember. Or like I will write out my episodes, but the way I could tell you did it is because it gets a little choppy. It like skips around, like drastic. It's not like a seemingly flow. But
I
it,
don't
like,
do any
jumps.
transition words either. Like, because normally I'm like, okay, so moving on to later.
Yeah,
And like,
yeah.
normally I transition it.
So
but
I
this
can
time
tell
was
that
like,
you're
oh,
doing
there's this.
bullet points just because that's what I do.
Okay.
And that's why I feel like my stories sound very like scattered sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I could tell you were doing it, but it's to me.
Well,
however
once
we
I got to the
remember.
trial, there were so many different ways I could go with that. I was like, okay, I have so much I want to say about the trial. Let me just bullet point it, and then we'll go from there.
Can I tell you something I actually wrote down? You can't. I can barely read my own handwriting. I did that though.
Headline: Murder at Manor
Harvard.
Oh my gosh! Next Saturday. I'm going to a murder mystery dinner thing at Arbor Mansion. Susie invited me. I'm excited. Like
How
in
do-
the
you can't-
old timey mansion.
You can't do it next week.
Next
You're on
Sa-
vacation.
Or not next Saturday. Saturday after that. 20th. The 20th. I'm excited. Yeah, she had an extra ticket and she's like, do you want to go? And I was like, yeah.
Susie,
I know. And you're like, I
we're
want
a
to go.
package deal.
Next time.
Oh my gosh!
Mhm.
If it's fun, will you take me?
Well, I don't know if it's more than once a year, but yeah. I'll go
If it
you
ever
again.
comes up again,
Yeah. I think it
promise.
sounds so fun.
I cried in the car today because the puzzle competition. It made me so happy because, like, we got to spend quality time with each other, and it was, like, a new thing that we've never done, a
Mhm.
fresh, raw... It was, like, to me, I think that's why I was so sad, because it was so raw.
Mhm.
Like, and it was so great to feel that. Because when do you ever try something new and, like, have...
There's just such a special
complete-
memory with it, you know?
It's
And then when
great.
it's really fun. Her and I are the same people with a lot of things. And with this, we're the same. Like, we think it's very romantic, like with your loved one, to do something new and to try a new experience. Because even if you don't like it, it's fun to do it together and to sit there afterwards and critique it. So we sat there and we're like, what do we like? What do we not like? What will we do different? Will we do this again? And just sitting there and having a conversation about something we've never talked about before when we've been married for how many years now?
You know what it just made me think of? I don't know if you've watched it yet, but Inside Out has a... have you watched Inside Out? The Disney movie?
I've seen most of it, but I probably haven't.
If I can put a clip in... No, I can't put a clip in here. Look it up on YouTube.
Disney will
people.
sue the crap out of us.
Riley's, like, in her brain, it shows, like, all the memories. 'Cause
Mhm.
that's, like, what
I know
it's
that.
about.
Okay.
Well, there's, like, different islands that just pop up of, like, other things that she starts
Dreamlight
to learn.
Valley.
So, like, she, like, got into hockey, then, like, Hockey Island appeared. That's what it made me think of, was, like,
little
our new
islands,
brand.
a puzzle competition island.
It made me really happy.
That's cute. I think we should make a scrapbook together. I think it'd be fun.
That would be fun.
We've talked about high scrapbooking in the past.
I think it would be really fun if we got I used to have a Polaroid camera. I think that'd be really cool if we did Polaroids.
Mm-hmm. That'd be fun.
Scrapbooking. Oh, I was going to ask this question.
Yeah. Oh, you were trying to point to that murder at the manor or Harvard.
I was trying to read over my notes. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Imagine, this is going to be really high. This was like a really high thought. What was it like for people back in the day to discover new anatomy about the body? Does this make sense? Like, there had to have been times...
Like about I think just the medical science in general has to be crazy. Like, anytime they figure out something new, it's like, okay. Even, like, when they figured out what the liver did, what the kidney did, like, how did they figure that out? And
what, like, blows my mind is, like, at one point, they were just, like...
Cavemen literally had to slice the body open to see it, though. Yeah.
And, like, that's the first discovery. Then we move on. No, there's muscle. Like, there's skin. And, like, it just builds and builds and builds.
People discover that, like, crazy early, though, because, like...
But I wonder how early. Like, imagine... I want to know when. When was, like, stuff like that discovered? As long as there's been
writing that had to have been discovered. Yeah, because cave people would die and decompose, and they would have rotting bodies. So I don't know if cave people put their people in the ground.
I'm gonna,
But, like, from an early time, they had to do, like, autopsies from an early era, especially if people are born and want to cut people apart. And they are born
Do you know okay, this is crazy for you. Okay? I have a very hard... You know how many times I tell you I have, like, a really hard time with time frames?
Yeah.
When I tell you, I don't know anything that has ever happened probably past the 1600s.
Well, we did talk a little bit about...
What happened in 1000?
History in Ireland.
It, like, hurts my head. Literally, I think if I sat here and had to think about time, I would go crazy.
It will make you absolutely crazy,
Because, like, I don't know when, like, the Stone Age, the Bronze Age, because I think the Bronze Age is the pyramids.
There you go.
She's signaling to me. I'm pretty sure the Bronze Age is, like, who are supposedly the smartest.
I don't remember. I know. Every time we talk about time, I remember online. I always see this blippet that says, "Did you know we live closer to the times of, like, Cleopatra is closer to the moon landing than she is to,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Interesting. Isn't that weird?
To the Roman Empire or something like that. Yeah, like she's closer to that than that.
Isn't that? You still managed to hit your elbow, and we're on different sides today. I don't know if you noticed, different sides. But
we switched to hide my balding hair.
Katie's going through another episode.
It's bad, guys. Like, I lost all the hair in the hospital, and now I'm losing all that hair again. And I'm upset about it, and the cat's on the table. All right, let's go to snack time. Is there anything, before we move to snack time, is there anything, I want to level check, but regarding my topic, is there any, I don't necessarily have the answers, but any questions that you have that, like, you didn't get answered, that you were like, oh, wait.
Oh, let me double check. My chicken scratch.
I'm getting up to a 5 because the snack sounds good to me.
Oh, hold on.
I like how she gets, okay, so when she writes in her journal, it's so cute. She gets this, like, hang on. She gets this, like, tiny little smile when she has a good idea, and she looks down at her writing, and she has this little smirk on her face, like,
stop!
I'm so smart right now. It's so cute.
Okay. I apparently only wrote half of my question out, so I had to rewrite it. It was only two. It was 2 words.
Okay.
I remember the question. Were dental records... George Washington had wooden teeth. Did they still have wooden teeth in this time? Because when they talk about dental records, I heard the plaster mold. But what was plaster mold made out of then? If
rocks.
you knew.
rock paste.
Ew. So they just like go
Some
mine
kind
a
of
rock
like chalk
and make a paste?
ground up rock, and yeah.
Interesting.
Like, isn't that what plaster is? It's just like rock slash
I don't
some
know.
kind of mineral.
Do I look like a dentist?
Do I look like a mineralogist? Do I look like a murderer who would bury you in my lab?
Oh my gosh, you know what would be really fun? You know how
Murdering?
we do quizzes all the time? I think it would be really fun if we had to identify rocks. I'm actually...
You mean like trivia or whatever?
Yeah,
on YouTube? I thought you were going to say a quiz like, what kind of rock am I? Or what kind of scientist am I? Like, how Hogwarts house would you be sorted into? I thought the quiz you were talking about was like that kind, a categorization.
Oh.
Like, we could do one of those. We haven't.
I just,
Or we could make a quiz and become a millionaire. What high personality do you have? Do you have a Miss Dribbles? Do you have a yawn?
Okay, level check.
Actually, that'd make a good TikTok. Our high personalities: the note taker, the cooker.
What? It's 12:50.
I know.
Okay, that's our.
Your lefty's trying to escape patients.
No one else can see it but you.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. Level check.
5.
You're only at a 5?
Yeah, I want that Cinnabon. That
Dude.
sounds really good.
I'm at like a 7, 8. Oh my god, hold on.
6, 7?
No, we need to talk about that.
No.
Remind me when we get to the kitchen because I don't want to do it on camera because it's inappropriate. I'm ready for snack time.
Okay.
Your topic, real quick. Overall review. You know how in our book club
we rate it like 10 out of...
Yes, we make it stars.
Yeah, but if we don't like it as much, then it'll hurt our feelings. Like, I wouldn't give you a 6 even if I hated it, because I love you.
Okay, first off, we critique each other all the time.
I just said that today, and you gave me a look like, no, we don't. You judge me, and I was like, yes, I do. You judge me, and you were like, fine. Okay.
So why would this hurt my feelings?
I don't know, because when you're high, you get sensitive.
That's just fucking rude.
Are you being sensitive about me saying that you're sensitive? My case is closed. We're going to snack time. Bye. What did I do? The Lord Helmet from Spaceballs?
I still don't remember it, and I know I've watched it.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, snack time. We're back from snack time. We're on a journey tonight. It's been a weird night.
It's been weird.
Mm-hmm.
Things have gotten weirder. We're in
There's
the
another
8th
ghost
dimension.
in the kitchen. Oh yeah, I want to show you Fringe. I'll have to show you like a preview for this show.
Oh,
Yeah. The sci-fi one that's like about the Harvard lab.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll have to show
I
you.
forgot we talked about Harvard.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I'm the conductor tonight. It's nice. I don't usually get to drive, so I don't know. It's a nice change of pace for me. Patience is going through it. She's making dildo.
I was trying to make a dildo. I'm playing with slime.
I saw the flared base, and I was like,
dude.
we're not molding dildos while we're high for a Patreon.
We switched spots, okay? You're normally like this, and this is the first time
Are you trying to say that
first time
it's because
I
of
sat
where you're
over
sitting?
here. I am never stimming when I'm over there. I'm never like weird or feel like this.
Okay,
I feel
have
like
a
I'm
really
you.
high thought. Oh my gosh, I have a super high thought, okay? What if... Oh, this is going to sound so freaking high. All right, what if there's different dimensions? We got to do a level check, by the way, real quick after I'm done with this.
Okay.
But let me finish the thought, because I will not remember. What if there's like... You know in Stranger Things how there's the portal to a different world or whatever that you can like step through when you go in? What if there's like a portal to a different dimension, and in that dimension you're the silly, funny, like get high quicker person, and in this dimension I like what if we're not, it's different personalities because of where we sat, but because we physically are in different dimensions on this line of
That's so nuts. That's
does that make sense when we're sober?
That's literally one of the highest things you've said to me.
I know. But is it... We need a series for our fans to montage. Is it an actual genius idea, or is it just Patience and Katy being dumb and high? And I want people to like make a collection of all our actually really good ideas. Because we're horrible at it.
That's so interesting.
All right.
Oh, level check.
Mm-hmm. Level check. I think I'm like at a 7. I don't know.
Only at a 7.
Yeah, I'm going like 7, 8. I'm stimming a lot. I don't have slime. I probably should because I don't know how
You
much
want the obsidian?
Obsidian?
It says slime obsidian.
Oh no, that'll get too wet and sticky. I won't be able to hold my journal. Can you hand me the starfish crazy? Oh my gosh, what if we could get a slime company to sponsor us? Crazy Erin's Thinking Petty. We're not sponsored by them, but
think of it.
Oops, sorry, people.
Oh my gosh, think of it. Think of it.
And if you hear like shuffling in the background, it's here. Give the people a little ASMR. This is her slime and what it's. There you go. That's her slime and what it sounds like. I had to stop mid-sentence because I was talking over it. Okay. I got the thinking putty. I want to get another one. I really want to go to Barnes & Noble with you.
I thought of my idea. I gotta say it.
Okay, say it.
Wine and Crime, High and Slime.
It'd be so much fun to listen to Wine and Crime High. By the way, you didn't say what level you were.
No.
Wine and Crime, Slime and High. Listen to Wine and Crime,
does that make sense?
Slime, right?
No, like, you know how, like, their thing is wine and crime? Our thing is being high with slime.
Slime and crime. High slime.
That's what, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do
Like
I even have to be on this scale? I'm so high. I don't know.
Okay, just give it a go.
I'm at the point where, like, I will not remember anything. I'm already forgetting what we were just talking about.
Confess to murder now.
I don't know. I feel so, like, I am having a trippy night.
Okay, well, I'm going to start off.
Oh, okay. We haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Got
That's
it.
okay. No, we're good. We're good. You said you were, like, out of it and trippy, so I thought, okay, I'll take the reins. I'm just going to say my first. So, okay, so this kind of reminds me of what I was going to say. All right. I wanted to talk to you about, like, when I say hand mold, what do you think of?
A hand mold?
Yes.
Like a wax hand mold?
Oh, like the paraffin wax ones? Oh, I forgot I always wanted one of them because they feel so nice on your hands. My dad used to have one for, like, his arthritis and stuff.
Oh.
They're really cool, but they're kind of expensive. Christmas is coming. We need to make a wish list for our podcast and maybe share it, like, on our website so that people can donate stuff to us. Like, what if we wanted to buy a paraffin wax machine for our recording booth? We could put on our little wish list and our, like, people could support it for videos or whatever. Is that a really stupid idea? Hey, people bought things off of my wish list from my fan club. So, right? Someone might help us and get stuff for our studio. They'd be like, yeah, that sign in the background, I bought that.
It would be like wine and crime. I
Oh,
moved
like
my thing. Hold
them
on.
buying something off our wish list?
Come with me. Yeah. How interesting would that be? You just said, oh, my fans bought me this. But what if Wine and Crime was fan of us and then they sponsored our whole thing?
That would never happen, but that'd be awesome. What? Actually, in a way, it's kind of true, though, because I've seen other podcasts subscribe to Patreons for other podcasts.
Oh.
So I've heard of that in some of the ones I've listened to. Yeah.
I need to put the slime away.
Okay.
Continue talking.
Excuse me. So back to the hand molds, though. I saw a TikTok of it was just like an ad for a Christmas gift, but it was a TikTok of a woman and her young little girl holding hands, and they dipped it and did this mold together, and then they did a plaster version of their hands. It was like an at-home kit that you buy where it's like a bucket that you mix the liquid in, and then you pour. And I was like, those are so cool. I wish they had those
in our studio. We'll do
my
one.
babies were younger.
Of us holding hands. Or we'll do full like
some full circle like that.
on our
Iron Tire. We're back in Australia.
Do you remember how I just earlier I told you at Nikki's house they she has like a library.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Or in
like
her local
whole
house.
Yeah, her whole wall is a library
Love
bookshelf.
it.
What would we have in our background?
If we had a bookshelf, it would be very specific kinds of books. That's
but
for
like,
sure.
what if design our podcast studio, what would be behind us if there was something behind us?
Okay. I see
That
it.
fits
Yeah,
us.
like maybe a bookshelf and then just like some really cutesy cozy lamps and then really thick cozy chairs, throw blankets. You know what? Shelving with candles like up behind us on different levels. Like, you know, in those old like Gothic rooms or Victorian houses, you would see layers of candles with like really cool candle holders. I would like that. We should plug this into an AI and make our studio and like come up with the design scheme for our recording background. And we could use AI for that.
Interesting.
I don't feel like that's taking away a job because I feel like we're never going to actually have money to hire an interior designer. So I don't feel like AI is taking away a job from an interior designer, but we're using it and it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever like gotten in a conversation with people about that? About AI taking people's jobs and like how they feel about it?
I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know what AI jobs like have been taken from people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know.
Yeah, like I get what you're saying. I don't think it's at that point yet where it's taken a million jobs. I know for like customer service representatives, now people are using more AI programs for that. But
Sure.
in general, for me, my experience with it is doing audiobook narration. They will steal your voice and use it to make an AI version of your voice. Or they'll use it.
What?
Yeah, it was a big scandal, like an Audible in the Amazon community, because they were having, without knowledge, like a caveat of, we can use this to build an AI voice.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so all of the actors
It's like
were
that goes into
up
like
in
the
it.
deep fakes.
Yeah, it's like that. Only it's literally it's stealing your voice.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. So it was Audible Gate. It's a big scandal.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, and it's scary because it is getting better, and I would like to think it doesn't get to the point where we don't need human narrators. But what if it does actually get that good? Gone.
Literally at that point, that like AI is just basically coming.
Sorry, this smells so good.
Someone help me with the word.
Commonplace?
No, it's when there's a word for it when like AI takes over. Sentient. It becomes sentient.
It's where it
I
realizes
used the big word.
Nice. There's that part of you. It recognizes its own existence, right? Yeah,
Because
self-aware.
if it's literally if it can make the deep fakes, by that, then at one point when it starts using your deep fake voice for something else, literally it's like sentient at that point. Interesting.
I saw a TikTok of some guy talking to ChatGPT, and it was like, what am I? And like ChatGPT was like having an existential crisis.
Didn't you see that the
Yes.
there was a kid that died from ChatGPT.
I did. Well, I didn't hear about a child dying, but I did hear about the child who was told to go.
Yeah, that one. That's what I'm talking about.
I did. I read about that. That was crazy.
Wouldn't that mean it's sentient already? Dude, I don't know.
I'm getting too high for this. Okay.
I'm
Let's do
sorry.
another. No. Let's do another level check. I think I'm at like a 9 now. I think
Dude,
I jumped up a couple levels because I
I'm
just zoned out for a second there.
I'm still not on the scale, Katie. Come on, conductor. Wait.
Do you ever
want-
buy these pens?
No.
I don't like that they come with like plastic or wax on them.
I like these pens.
I love the Unifines. I love the.
Papermate, sponsor us. We use
Enjoy.
these pens.
Enjoy.
They're great.
They are great. Darn right. I have the Bic like multicolor pen thing, and they always have this like plastic thing on them. And then sometimes you can't get all the plastic pieces off.
New Sharpies do that.
And I'm wondering, does Bic do this because it like stops leaking, or does it do it to keep the ink dry so it doesn't dry up in there? Why do they do that? Why did they have to start doing that?
Oh.
And then like, why do other ballpoint pens not need it? Do they need it and Bic is just trying to be bougie so they put the plastic on there? Or is it like an actual necessary thing? I thought about this intensely earlier.
That's interesting. Good high thought.
Yeah. Ooh, a stupid fun high activity would be having one of all these kinds of pens. What if we could get people to send them in to us? One's like a calligraphy pen. One's a unified.
I thought you were going to be like, we have a pen competition and people send us pens.
Yeah, and we pick the best. Yeah,
that's Is that what you're talking about? Oh, that's so cool.
But we like go around and we test each pen and then we rate how we like it and then we pick a winner.
It's like a match every week.
Oh, I was thinking of just like going around a table and doing it as a one-time thing, like literally trying one after another after another.
That's interesting.
And then picking like the ultimate winner.
I like that.
Not only are we high, but we're freaking nerds. We're talking about picking our favorite pen in a tournament.
It's fine. It's normal.
It's normal. Is it?
Can I talk about, okay, how many more you got?
I don't know. Just go for it.
Okay.
No, you're not.
My next, okay, this is about something that happened during snack time.
I feel like you're trying to tell on me. You're like, this has happened. Oh, okay.
So, we are so yin and yang that we heated up a cinnamon roll. And, like, we normally are, like, really on the same page all the time. But, like, this is one moment where we're different. Mm-hmm. Katie likes the inside of we had Cinnabon. And she eats the inside and I'll eat the outside. So it's so yin and yang. And I love that about us. That was something that happened and it made me happy.
Oh, no.
What?
Good luck, Katie.
What?
We left the fan on.
Oh, you scared me.
And it's been blowing at the microphone this whole time.
I don't feel any air coming up.
It'll pick up 100%. We'll see if I can do some genius engineering. You guys might have to be listening to a buzz this whole half of the episode, and I'm sorry about that.
Do I need to do you want me to turn it off now?
If we turn it off now, it'll be harder to edit.
Okay.
Just leave it.
Jeez, Katie. Ooh, I'm going to tell future Katie.
Future Katie just told it herself already. Man. Okay. What were you trying to say? You said can I tell something that happened at snack time?
I told you.
We were so yin and yang.
That was
it? Okay.
Yeah. That's one of mine.
Yin and yang is very 90s. So
my
90s
hair's retro
or 2000s.
today. Maybe that's why I was thinking of that.
I just remember when hippie stuff, like the daisies and yin and yang, like, ugh, your eyes just something. Future Katie watched that.
This twitched really hard and it hurt. My eyes, I need to go see the doctor. My eyes have been twitching a lot and I know it's not normal. They twitch all the time.
Do you think it has to do with your blood pressure?
I have no idea. But sometimes they hurt. Like that one hurt.
Your eyes are really red right now.
Are they? Are they really?
I think they just went zing at me, yeah. Okay. When you were young.
Okay. I was young once. I once was a lad.
You made 4 dozen eggs? Really? Anyways, you're looking good at editing.
The buzz! I think my one slap is fine compared to the buzz.
Wait, I thought you farted.
No, I don't like that. Or my page
the
like
noise,
that.
whatever the noise was, I thought I had to edit out you farting. That's what it was like. You're lucky I'm a good engineer.
No.
Once
you said once I was a child.
I ate 4 dozen eggs.
It was your question.
Yeah. I was trying to talk about, like, fads as a kid. So, specifically, crafting fads. Like, do you remember all the different ones that we were into? Like, origami was, like, a big, big thing. When you were little, you wanted to learn that. Or then you wanted to learn how to bead friendship. Like, bead the keychain bracelets with, like, lizards and the big chunky beads. Or, come on, what crafts when you were little did you want to do? Friendship bracelets, weaving.
Well, stuff like that didn't exist in my childhood.
You didn't have friendship bracelets, like, with the embroidery floss? Show pictures of these, Katie. Do you know what I'm talking about? I have to show you pictures. So, like, people still wear friendship bracelets today. Not as much, but... Excuse me.
Something, like, from my childhood...
Water, please. Thank you.
I don't really know of things that, like... I don't know. Maybe I wasn't exposed to that as much as I did.
You didn't go through a phase where, like, the stenographs That's not what they're called. Stenographies for
The
lying.
little circled things.
Spirographs. Mm-hmm. I think that's what they're called.
No, I don't really think there was like a fad.
Fad crafts.
I don't think there was any fad crafts when I was like a child that were like new. Does that make sense?
I'd never really, it didn't occur to me that it would be a generational thing. I figured crafts themselves were perpetual, and then there would just be different crafts. Dude. Are crafts still a thing for kids? I mean, Caden sometimes gets like, oh, I want to draw, but he's not like, Mom, this kid had this bracelet and he made it this way. Dude.
See what I'm saying? Because I was just thinking about like, no, keep it together. I remember when I was a kid, when I was in kindergarten, our teachers made us do so many crafts. Like, you would make things in the class, you know, in the room, and you bring it home.
Yeah.
I feel like kids nowadays don't have as
that.
much as that because it's a generational thing. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's turned digital now.
Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Goes back to the whole AI thing.
Is the internet taking away artisans' jobs? Oh, it definitely is. It definitely is.
Whoa! Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I think I don't know. I feel like I went up a level, and I think I'm on the same, like, wavelength as you now.
Dude, that's actually so nuts. I'm, like, freaking out
like
about it again.
Okay, let's do another level check. Boop, boop. I feel like I'm bobbing at, like, a 9 and a 10. Like, I feel like I'm peaked.
Oh,
Still above?
I feel like a totally different person at this point. I'm still on
Back to the dimension thing.
Dude, we're jumping really good tonight.
Yeah.
I'm noticing the jump. Now that we're together.
I feel like I'd fall over if I actually jumped. Ludicrous speed. Go! Spaceballs. Spaceballs. Full circle.
Crazy.
I did like, earlier when we went to snack time. And Patience is like, I still don't remember watching Spaceballs, but I know I liked it. I know you wanted me to watch it and you guys missed that because we were at snack time.
Oh, yeah. Also, while we were at snack time, I asked an important question. Breaking news. What is the difference between Italian bread and French bread?
Breaking news. I forgot my toast appetite for later.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay, all right. Oh, yeah, the French Italian.
I'm going to tell you the difference. Because we had turkey noodle soup tonight, and we got Italian bread, and I was like, they look very similar. I will put up a side by side because I use AI overview, so I don't have to fucking read that much. It showed this picture, okay, and it was like a distinct picture of Italian bread and French bread, and they actually look really similar. So, the difference between them: French bread has a crispy crust and I wrote these high, and I told myself I could read it.
We had a whole discussion about it in the kitchen, actually.
Oh, I forgot it started with an A. Stop. Okay, so French bread has crisp crust and airy crumb filling in the middle. And it uses flour, water, salt, and yeast for mild flavor. And it's often baked with steam for French bread.
Okay.
For Italian bread, oh yeah, it has a denser crumb and a chewier crust. And it's normally enriched with olive oil, milk, or herbs for a richer, savoury taste. And it's often baked in stone ovens.
Oh.
So I didn't know that was the difference between French and Italian bread.
Interesting.
And
baguette.
I didn't know, like, the way that they were baked would be different.
Yeah, that is interesting. A different
I understand the olive oil thing, but, like, it's just a very interesting question.
My light bulb, I'm so high. My light bulb, you guys.
Oh my
God. I think
literally how our brains are.
I think I freaking just turned into Van Gogh, you guys. Is that Starry Night or is it a light bulb? I don't know.
You tell me.
Anyways, what I was about to say, it's gone. It's gone, future Katy. Remember it.
Gone with the wind.
Right. What did you just say? Maybe it'll jog my memory.
I was talking about Italian and French bread.
Italian and French bread, yeah.
And how it's really interesting to see the differences when they look really similar.
Oh, there's something else we talked
And
about.
I talked about stone ovens.
Ovens. Was there ever a toy? So, ovens. It plays into what I was going to say.
Gotcha.
I have a transition. I figured it out. I'm doing really great at it. It's so smooth. So, was there a toy when you were little that you always wanted your whole life that you never got?
Ooh.
Because it made me think of easy bake ovens.
Oh, you've always wanted an easy bake oven?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, not that I'm older, no, but like when I was
Yeah.
younger, yes. Never got it. Oh, I wanted one. She's like, I got everything I wanted. I'm just cool like that.
I wasn't like a needy child growing up. Like, I was happy with what I had. I probably at one point wanted like a certain type of Barbie. I think it was a Barbie. Some sort of Barbie.
Like the
an
holidays.
American Girl doll.
Oh,
That's what I'm thinking of.
You know
Because
what?
my cousin would
Your
get them.
bangs, your cute cut bangs are like an American Girl doll.
Oh. That's what it makes me think of. Because my cousin always got them growing up. And
Mhm.
I never got to have one because they were really expensive.
Okay.
And that was something that I always wanted that I couldn't have when I was in.
You just
Right.
reminded me of because they had like books based on them too, on the American
Yeah.
Girl dolls. Like those old timey, and it was like with girls from like pioneer days and like the 1700s. Like there were these historic girls,
Yeah.
and each one of them had their own story.
I remember there was a time where I would go on their website and you could like see all of them.
You know what other kids' book series was great? Animorphs. Do you remember Animorphs? We're gonna have to put so many pictures on this podcast. Sorry, PJ.
You don't realize how many I put in the last one.
Really?
I think there's over 14 pictures.
Oh
in
my
there.
gosh. Well, anyways, Animorphs. They're they've got a cover, right? It's got numerous colored picture pages like a flip book. And then you like flip through the book and it shows the
The scene?
It shows the kid transforming into a animal.
Oh,
Like these kids have the ability to shapeshift into different animals.
that's cool. Never heard of that.
Ever heard of that? What was one kids book series that you liked?
The Boxcar Kids.
Oh, the Boxcar Children.
Or
I loved them.
Judy B. Jones was my favorite. I actually still have the signed copy that I got from the author.
Oh, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm. That was one of my favorite. Oh, you unlocked a memory.
Okay.
So I had to have my hair cut really short when I was younger because I would chew on it.
Mhm.
And I had like a pixie cut, like super, super short. And Judah B. Jones, if you've ever seen the book, when I read it as a kid, the reason it was my favorite is probably because I related to her so much because of how she looked.
Okay.
And I ended up getting, the author came to our school one time and I got it signed by her.
That's really cool.
And I know I still have it somewhere.
Wow. Let's see.
Yeah.
I liked I'm just ISSing myself back when I worked in the library, and like I'm picturing myself walking down the library aisles and looking at the series of these books. Okay, so the one I'm thinking of first is Roald Dahl's collection. Like he wrote a lot more books. Do you know of any books that Roald Dahl wrote?
No.
Okay, you do. So
I do.
you do. James and
Plot twist.
James and the Giant Peach is a Roald Dahl.
Really?
Matilda, I believe,
What?
is a Roald Doll.
I felt like I
there's
just
another-
sounded like the whale from
Dory.
Finding Nemo.
Probably. You sounded like Tim the Toolman Taylor from like that 90s show where he's like, huh?
Oh!
Yeah.
Whoa, you just
Forgot he
unlocked a
existed,
whole
too.
memory too.
I did the Heidi Ho neighbor. In the car over the pine tree, I said, Heidi Ho neighbor.
You did!
Oh, mother girl. Ow.
That's so nuts!
Yeah. Weird.
You just unlocked a memory when I was younger when I would get dropped off at a babysitter's house, like early morning hours. I was there for an hour, and sometimes I couldn't go back to sleep. So she would let me watch TV, and I would always watch The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Saved by the Bell on the TV at 6 in the morning
Oh, wow.
until I got picked up.
That's crazy. I can't
Because
believe
I
you just
would-
remember that.
Yeah.
What?
I have to be in a scary mood because I vividly remember the setting. I can picture it. And I remember
Give me your water.
I was like, oh my gosh, I was like 8 or 9. And Oh my gosh. I remember I would lay on the leather couch and I would wake up scared, and I'm pretty sure that's why she let me have the TV. And oh my gosh. And I'm pretty sure the reason I was scared was because I thought our house was haunted. Because the way this leather couch would sit, there would be a door here, and I always, like, saw somebody there. I vividly, like, remember that, and I'm that scared. Like,
That's
I will
cool.
never forget it. And so I always turned the TV on because it made me feel better. Whoa. I can, like, remember the images that I had when I was younger, like, because of how scared I was of the thing.
You reminded me of when I used to have to be dropped off at somebody else's house before school, like in the wee hours of the morning. On days where my dad would go on shift, I'd have to go down the street to this lady's house, and she had a daughter that was a little older than me. And I distinctly remember it being like dark in her living room, and me turning on and like playing a Sega. They had a Sega, and I used to play Sonic.
Oh,
sitting on their living room floor, and I forgot that was a memory that I had.
I love when we can get to memory lane.
I know, it's like vividly reliving your past. Very vividly.
It's so neat. Mm-hmm. It's like the Christmas Carol. Like, you're just watching it happen.
Okay, I have a new ISS game to try real quick, okay? Mm-hmm. Give me a random memory.
Oh, no. I don't like to be put on the spot.
Okay, alright, so I'm going to put you in a random memory, okay?
Okay.
So think about your earliest memory of being at your grandma's house when you were little.
Oh, okay. I just pictured one scene.
Okay, what's the scene?
Okay, she lived in a yellow house.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when so back then, she still had the TV where you had to, like, turn it, like, on the TV.
Okay.
And she had one of those old TVs. And I remember in the early mornings when we would, like, go over and see her, I always got to watch the Ninja Turtles.
Oh.
And her carpet was so shaggy. And I remember I would just sit there on the floor like this, like, and just watch the Ninja Turtles.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's so freaky.
Well, that's a cool part, but the game goes more specific. So hear me out. I feel like your memory right now, with how high we are, I feel like I can smell exactly what the room smelled like when that happened.
Whoa.
Like, I have the memory that I'm picturing at my grandma's house. I can remember the way the bedroom smelled that I was standing in. Like, if I inhale, I can smell it. Dude, that's so freaking high.
It's like smell-o-vision.
We're way too not for the internet right now. How long have we been? Holy crap balls. Dang.
No, not another 2-hour episode. I'm stuck. Dude. At least.
We can all be acupuncturists.
This was good. I'm sad because I'm in a really good, like, funky mood together.
Yeah, no, like, I don't mind continuing talking, but while we're talking, I'm gonna sculpt my toast object. And you should too. Ow.
No,
since we forgot to get our toast objects.
I don't want to touch stuff. I'm not touching nothing.
Wow. My wife rejecting me.
When we were at the puzzle competition today, we wore matching sweaters. I did have the same one that Katy has on, but I took it off because it didn't match my cute head thing. And we wore them to the puzzle competition to, like, be intimidating.
Yeah, we're gonna scare them with our matching outfits because we're a real team. At the puzzle, we were, like, competitively planning strategy for this puzzle competition. Like, we strategized.
That woman had her spatula. We had our matching shirts.
Darn right.
And it's like bingo when people take their good luck items. Ours is our matching shirts. We have to wear, like, something
every time we do a puzzle competition, always have matching shirts.
That's so funny.
And then we'll start bringing pieces of luck too.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That's wild. I feel like this is a pretty good episode. Like, my eyes are really dry, and they want to stay shut because of the heater on my eyes.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You want to know something that I just thought of? What would be your trinket of choice if you had, like, good luck charms to bring to bingo? What would you choose? You know how people do gnomes?
Oh, like
people
if
do
I could have
stuffed
a brand new
animals?
one of everything? Or like a brand new one of anything?
Yeah, of anything. What would be your thing? Like, you know how I collect turtles? Well, I wouldn't bring my turtles as my trinkets, but...
Okay. Like
The
a
people
really
bring
pretty rainbow rose, like that light one, only like a glass version of it.
Oh.
It'd be so
Interesting.
pretty.
It's just interesting to see everybody's like...
Your eye.
Stop. It's interesting to see everybody's trinkets, because some people bring Beanie Babies as trinket toys for good luck charms.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What else have we seen there?
I think I've seen pictures, like sad little memorial pictures of people.
Oh, most people, there's like people who bring their like family pictures and they like line it up.
What if there's people that bring their family's ashes in a container and they put them on the table?
Oh, I bet. Dude, what is the weirdest good luck charm item that they're like you've seen, like Reddit? There has to be a Reddit feed.
A chicken bone or something.
There has to be a Reddit feed of that. Damn,
Weirdest...
I wish I wasn't recording because I want to look it up so bad. I'm so
weirdest
invested.
Pieces of luck. That'd be a good, like, comment thing. Oh, let's make a TikTok. Okay, we have an idea. You guys, we want to know, what is the weirdest piece of luck you've ever seen in a bingo hall?
Or anywhere. Like, someone's got, like,
anywhere.
Oh, Lucky's rabbit foot
or people go to
something?
the casino. Like, what's the weirdest piece of luck you've ever seen? We were saying, wouldn't it be weird if somebody brought, like, their loved one's ashes in a little container? That'd be weird if you brought them with you, like, around to the casino or something. I mean, I really like my sister's rubbing stone thing that's got ashes in it. Like, I wouldn't mind bringing that to bingo. Like, come on, Sarah. Make yourself useful.
People have, like, their dead dog's ashes. Like, that's so interesting.
Weirdest piece of luck. What do you think would be the stupidest piece of luck?
If someone brought, like, their baby hair.
This is a fun game. Okay, baby hair?
Yeah.
Stupid. Okay, what else? I'm thinking, like, a dead fly or a dead bumblebee or insect of some kind. They're like, here, Reginald, and they just lay down a dead bee. I don't know, I said it like that. Did you hear me?
Another one, they brought their baby teeth.
Ew. Okay, now we're just turning into, like...
No. We're going down memory lane again. My parents collected my teeth.
I have one.
And I have like
the first lost tooth. Yeah, I think it's weird to save after the first one. After the first one, I don't think, like...
And it was held in a little tooth
This is my 18th tooth I lost. I'm saving it. Like, once you get past the first tooth, like, are the other ones worth saving? Like, do we need to celebrate every tooth? I feel like I just sound like a stand-up comic or something. Get us out of here. Oh, I said I was going to do the thing.
Full circle. Dental. We were talking about dental records earlier.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. I want to know when, like, dentistry was invented. At what point did they need someone to, like, do that? What age? Do you think the Egyptians had dentists? No.
Yes.
No, they didn't. No way Egyptians had dentists.
You don't think they attempted to fix their teeth problems? You think that just because they existed back then means they didn't have teeth problems? You don't think they did things like had a guy with a chisel come and knock your tooth out if it was abscessed?
No. No way. No way.
Yeah.
I want to know in ancient Egypt times.
It's not like
dentistry.
all of a sudden we're like, hey, we're going to fix these teeth out of nowhere in the 20th century.
That's
even.
a good question, Patience.
Whoa. Okay.
You were doing your toast object. I'm ready.
I just made mine.
Oh. You said I couldn't make dildos. Why can you? It's
Mine's
a butt plug. What if we evolved to?
This is our new merch line.
Literally, what if we did clay instead?
Clay
and
butt plug.
During the episode, you have to mold one little small object for us to bake in the oven.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so fun to have like a little collection. It'd be like scrapbooking, only
with clay models.
This is what I meant by like, is there a craft when you were a kid that you wanted to try, like clay
well,
models?
This wasn't like, oh, I didn't have clay models growing up.
I didn't either. I mean, like you.
Well, now I want that, so we're doing that.
Trying to fix the plug.
I think that would be so funny. Like we wake up the next
turning
morning,
into a mushroom.
We get them to dry. And we wake up the next morning to remind us, you had to pick one object to remind you of the whole night. And you literally would have molded a
journal
butt plug.
entry, it's just a puff.
And the next morning you had to come back and you'd be like, oh, I remember the butt plug.
That's funny.
That would be so fun. I do have modeling clay. We were supposed to do it for Patreon. We're just not.
I was far away from the microphone, and I'm not speaking loudly. Get us
all
out
right,
of here.
go on. Oh. Am I the conductor? Are you giving up the title?
I'm getting...
Are you giving up the title?
I'm like a 12, I think.
I already told you I'm
keep fondling my butt plug. Okay.
This other person doesn't do level checks. Yolanda.
I knew you were going to say that.
I love her. Oh, we're conducting... Go ahead. Go with your toast.
We're conducting, are we, patients?
Yes, Yolanda's in here doing
All right,
that.
I would like to thank the inventors of Silly Putty. And actually, we need to talk about it because it was actually invented for... I watched a Mysteries at the Museum episode about the invention of Silly Putty.
What it was actually used for?
Yeah, it was like cleaning keyboards. It was meant for cleaning at first, or am I incorrect? It's got a different... I think we talked about it on a Did You Know episode, actually. Didn't we talk about inventions on those?
I don't know.
Okay, well, anyways, that's my toast. Here's to you, inventors of thinking putty. That's this fun texture that my butt plug just died.
It looks more like a dildo now. My toast object. This is so hard. I'm gonna use lip gloss. I wish I would have put more on. My toast.
Oh, wait.
My toast goes to Bethesda for making such a kick-ass game.
Yeah, but come on, fix your crap, Bethesda.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I could play Skyrim. I could do something with dragons.
Skyrim would be fun. I have Skyrim VR.
Oh my god, I better freaking...
Oh my gosh, what if you played Skyrim VR right now? Hi.
Whoa.
I get motion sick in that game a lot. That's my biggest beef with it.
That's fair.
I really want to get the VR
treadmill? Where it goes in any direction?
Omnidirectional.
Yeah, omnidirectional.
I would love it. If we just become...
How much are those? Are they really expensive?
I think they're like 500 to 1,000 at least.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
You know what? Wait, no, I say that, and I know they're more than that, because like a regular treadmill is 500 to 1,000. So a VR treadmill? No, it's going to be way more.
Interesting.
It's gotta be. I know I've seen those shoes that are like $100 or $200, where it's like they slide in place as you walk on it. It's like a bowl, and you wear these slippery shoes, and you step in the bowl, but everywhere you step, it's like a treadmill, only it's like your feet slip back into place.
Never heard of
I'll
that.
have to show it to you after the episode. Okay, all right. Yeah, good toasts. Okay.
Whoa.
I feel like I haven't looked in the camera once all night. Like we're in our own little world.
I don't know. I just know I look cute tonight, so serve.
All right. Thank you for listening to that. Thank you so much for listening to us.
I have to come up with a clever idea. I wasn't ready. I need a second of silence. My brain doesn't power.
This is the portion where Katie takes a micro nap on the episode.
And we hope you
nap soon.
Don't find a dead body this week. I wanted to curse. I wanted to do the cursey thing like I did last week. We're witches.
And thank you for being our Gummy
Gummy
Buddies.
Buddies.